Babe, can we just do a questionnaire? Okay, so I'm so excited. So we're here at the hotel celebrating our 10th year of marriage. And guess what? If you don't know, if this is your first time watching, Willis doesn't really like to be a part of my vlogs. He wants to be like more low-key-ish, but I'm just like, please, can you please do a questionnaire for me, please? I only got one video to upload next week, and I upload 3 times a week, so he's going to join us. I don't have any questions, so I mean, I haven't written any questions down, so it's literally just gonna be like on the top of my head. So excited! Okay, Willis.
Wow.
Are you gonna be yourself? Make sure you're yourself.
What do you mean?
Make sure you're yourself. Like, you don't have to look at the camera if that makes you feel awkward. You can just look outside, you can just look up there, you don't have to look at the camera. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions. And you have to try and be as truthful as possible, because it's like, I'm not gonna ask you awkward questions. Because this is like an authentic vlog, so you have to answer, you know, truthfully. Okay, so just real quick, when Willis asked me out, he asked me out, and then I said yes. I was like, yeah, okay. But then I said, wait, hold up. But do you love Jesus though? And then he messaged me and he's like, yes, I love Jesus. But he was actually hiding another life from me. So Willis, how come you told me you love Jesus and you didn't even love Jesus?
Jesus told me to tell you.
Babe, that's not very good. Did he actually do that? Or that's not good? Wills, that's not good.
Because you look away.
Well, yes. Well, it turns out that Willis was a bad boy, doing bad things.
Nah, I was a good guy making bad decisions.
Oh, that's correct.
And you were one of the bad decisions.
Yes, I was. Wow. So, like, he wouldn't even swear around me, but apparently he had like the biggest potty mouth. So why don't you even like be yourself around me?
Hey?
That was a very long time. Like, every time he would swear, I'd be like, I would look at him like, you shouldn't swear. I can't believe I was like this in high school. So what happened?
That's why. Because you didn't like that.
So you had this entire life away from me.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was so funny because my friends were like trying to tell me like, he's not that guy. He's another guy. And they were correct.
Shout out to those friends. You're good friends. It just didn't work.
Okay, so that's cool. Did you think that we would have 4 daughters by this time?
Nope. I thought I'd have 1 daughter and 3 sons.
Yeah. I can see us having a son, but I cannot see you having 1 daughter. I feel like you suit having daughters. We suit having daughters. Oh, what's been the most difficult thing to deal with when it comes to me?
Comes to you.
Yeah, you can be honest.
Time.
What you mean?
Giving you time. I'm always busy.
True. Yeah, we are busy. Okay, so if you could change anything at all, would you
change anything? Nah.
Yeah, me neither, because we probably wouldn't be the people we are today.
Yeah. You think about the things you want to change, but then you're like, oh, but then you wouldn't have learned from it.
Okay, Willis. Alright. So have you learned from it?
Hope so.
Excuse me? Oh man, I don't know. I don't ever think I will stop learning. Like, I will never stop learning because I always make mistakes in marriage. Would you say parenthood is hard or is marriage harder? Which is hardest for you?
Marriage is harder mentally and emotionally. But parenthood is harder physically, not as hard mentally than marriage.
Yeah, we've been through some rough ass seasons, man. I don't know how we made it here, Willis. Okay, I made it. Boom, boom, boom.
What about you? What's
What?
the hardest thing about being with me?
Believing that there was hope when there was actually no hope at all.
Was there no hope for me?
Wallace, there was no hope. There were many times there was no hope. Like, I was just like, Lord, you need to do something or else I'm going to be a solo mum.
Yeah, I'll be living next door.
Wow. Knocking on my door. And I'll be opening the door. Okay, do you think that you are a different person today than you were when we first met?
100%.
Yeah, you're so different. You're like not even the same guy.
But it's not only like
Oh,
a
100%
marriage.
guy.
It's not only the marriage, it's like my kids have changed me big time. My career, definitely my marriage. I've changed in my marriage.
In what ways, Willis? In what ways have you changed in your marriage?
Oh, I just try to be more honest these days.
Honestly, guys, well, do you mind me saying
I
this?
just had the bag of lies, man.
Honestly, bro, that bag was heavy, man.
Deny.
Man.
Don't do that, guys.
Yeah,
don't lie.
Encourage that.
Don't lie, guys.
Okay, so can I tell you something? Because there were like things that we done, okay? Things that he done, that we both done. We were both not perfect. But also he knew everything about me. But there's things that I didn't know about him. Was that hard confessing to me?
Huh?
Was it hard confessing to me everything? Like every little detail, guys. Because I'm into that. I like that. I'd rather know the deepest, darkest secrets that would just tear me apart than, you know, live a life and not know any of that would, you know, potentially affect me. Like, I need to know. I'm that woman. I need to know. I want to know the truth. I want to know it all, even if it hurts me.
Yeah, then she tortures you for like another 2 years.
Oh, honey, 5 years. Make it worth it. Make it worth it, girls. Nah, jokes. Don't forgive and forget, guys. Don't hold on to grudges like me. Okay, so, yeah, was it hard confessing?
Yeah.
It took you years to confess, Wallace. Like, I'd be like, just tell me. I know you're guilty, okay? So, when did you realize this is the time to confess?
I didn't realize it just came up. I just started talking to you about it.
Yeah, I just had to be patient. But I was so worth it. I would continue to be patient. Okay. Do you think being a good husband, like, affects the way my daughters will choose their husband? Oh, they're gonna get married, Willis. They're gonna walk down the aisle. You're gonna walk them down the aisle, Willis. You're gonna walk down the aisle, Willis. They're gonna be like, Daddy, do I look beautiful? And then you're probably going to cry and say, yes, you do, my darling. Come on now. Let's go. Aww. Anyway, so do you think?
Do you think what?
Like, you being a good husband, to me, affects the way that the girls will choose their husband?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, I hope not. I hope they don't choose someone like me.
What do you mean? Like you now or the older you? I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Wills. I hope they choose someone like you. I hope they choose someone like you, Wills. Like, if the guy had a heart like you, then yeah, like, yeah, I'd want them to be with someone like you.
Yeah?
Not when we first met, though. If my daughters brought a guy and I could just sense the vibes, I'd be like, darling, come sit down, let's have a chat.
Nah, you can't sense the vibes.
Only
I can sense the vibes.
Yeah, true.
I know you snakes. I know all you snakes.
Can you guys identify each other? Okay. What else?
What's been your thing?
In marriage?
Yeah.
It's you being honest, Willis. That's my favorite thing.
Okay. Everyone knows.
No, seriously, like...
You need to be honest.
No, it's good. Like, that makes me happy. Even when he, like, said some things and I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, that's a huge deal. I was happy. I was so happy that you felt that you could be honest with me. Like, yeah, that makes me really happy. That's my favorite thing ever. Even if it hurts me, if you're going to be honest with me, that just shows that we're close enough for you to come to me. You feel safe enough to come to me.
Still working.
Oh, yeah. Even me. We're still learning. You never get to, like, that final destination where you're just like, yeah, there's nothing else to learn.
The last 10 years, what were the hardest years?
Oh, woes. Oh, man. Okay, let me break it down for you real quick, okay? So, Willis and I got together 7 months. Willis, when I was pregnant, it was really, really hard. Willis wasn't around. I was really sick. I pretty much went through that on my own. Then 2008, being pregnant.
There.
Yeah, but you were living with your parents.
Monday to Thursday.
No, not all the time. You were at school. Willis was still in school. I'm 6 months older than Willis. The second year was... Remember how I told you that when we met, he was like not the person that he said he was? It was those years finding out that stuff and then having to stay in it when it was just too late to just opt out because I was just invested so much time, so much love, and I fell in love by this time. So that was like 2008. Here's it.
Yeah.
On our first Christmas, I expected Willis to be there, but he was drinking with his boys, and I cried. But, like, he didn't know about family time. Like, he's still a kid, man. We're still teenagers. Like, how was he gonna know? So, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2013, 2014 were hard years was. Maybe 2015 as well.
So, 2000...
And maybe even 2016.
From 2000 and what? 8 to 2016?
Probably, Wills.
Nah. It can't all be the same.
There were different seasons. Like, it was getting better, but you were still not, like, 100% honest with me, Will.
Now everyone's gonna think I'm a liar.
No. You're okay. You're okay, Wills. Yeah, so, yeah.
Nah. Sometimes when I lie,
yeah,
I don't lie to like I was scared to tell you. I lie because I can't be
bothered
putting up with your drama. And I was like, oh, I'm not in the mood today. I'm just gonna lie.
See, I can't relate to that because, like, I confess really quick. Willis takes 500 years to confess. My gosh. Sometimes he doesn't even confess. The Lord just shows up and tells me. Why are you laughing, Willis?
A sad guy, man.
Yeah. So what else?
2008 to 2016.
Yeah, but then there were like good moments in there as well. But those years were really, really tough. Like, that's where like the deep things that were just hurting our marriage were coming up to surface, and it was just really confronting, really hard, really challenging. I feel like, yeah, it had to happen. Had to happen, otherwise we would still be there. Oh, okay. So you know the person that you met in high school?
Yeah.
Am I that person? Still, like, are there hints of me? Because, Willis, there's no hint of you. Oh, yes, there is, actually. You're really nice.
There is.
Yeah. So is there any...
hints of you?
Yeah.
From high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're still being goofy and...
What? You don't like being what?
I don't like being goofy.
Willis, you don't like being goofy?
Yeah.
You're such a liar, Willis. Yes, you do. You're goofy all the time, Willis. But that's just something that no one else knows.
Nah, only since I started having kids.
No, Willis.
Yeah.
Do you want me to remind you?
What?
So the first time Willis made me belly laugh, like laugh so ugly, was in high school, and he was at my house. Oh my gosh, my parents didn't know he was at my house. He slept over my house and my parents didn't know. So bad. Don't do that.
Sorry, Mum and Dad.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Not good. Be honest, kids. Don't live that way. It's not good to hide things from your parents. I was downstairs, so my parents were upstairs. He came over late that night. And then in the morning, he was hiding. And we're like, what are we going to do? Like, you can't hide all day. We're just like, oh, you should go and then come back like 5 minutes later and act like you've just come. And then it was like, and then he actually did it. And my dad was like mowing the lawn. And what did he say?
Yes, how did you get here? And I said, bus.
And then he came downstairs, and then we were like, oh my gosh,
I just jumped the fence, went around the block, came back. Act like I just came.
Yeah, we're so bad. Don't do that, kids. Be honest with your parents. Yeah, don't do that, okay? Do not do that. Yeah. Oh, so the first time he made me belly laugh, he was being a goofball. Beyonce, like, I was a huge fan of Beyonce. Yeah, I'm going there. Beyonce, like, came on, and then he started dancing like Beyonce, like rolling around on my bed, like, and oh my gosh, I just belly laughed, and I believe that's when you first captured my heart, Willis. That's when you first captured my heart.
Come on, boys.
Being a goofball.
You guys have done stuff before to impress that one.
When do you feel like we actually started knowing each other? Yeah. I'd say maybe it's Wellington, babe. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Wellington is when we started to really know each other. And we were together for how long? Oh my god.
6 years.
Wait.
2 kids.
6 years? 6 years marriage or?
No, just together for 6 years.
No, Willis. Wellington.
Yeah, 8 years.
8 years together. So that was in Wellington where we feel like, oh, we started to really get to know each other. And do you know what's funny though? Because Willis, you confessed in Wellington. You confessed a lot in Wellington. And I reckon, like in a marriage, just going to throw it out there real quick, like when you hide a huge part of your life from your spouse, whether it may be dark secrets, a double life, I don't know, I think it kind of like hinders you to really get to know who your partner is. Like, I reckon that's why we started to get to know each other more, because you confessed a lot. Like, it was more intimate that way, I reckon, in my opinion. So yeah, Wills, can I just say, I know I kind of forced you to do this. I kind of said, hey, look, please, Willis, it's our 10-year anniversary. Please do sit down with me. Thank you so much, Willis, for joining me today. Honestly, it means the world to me.
It's alright. I'll meet up with the boys later.
He actually is. So he's going to meet up with the boys. They're from New Zealand. So they're
my brothers.
But it's so funny because these boys were there. They were there when we were going through so much. Fats. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say one more story, okay?
Fats is a lifesaver, man. You're my man.
No. Oh my gosh. Fats is a lifesaver.
Junior.
So.
You know.
So there was this one time. I woke up in the middle of the night, okay? 2014, pregnant with Stina, right? And so we had like an agreement. I was like, well, you can't go out. Like, you can't go out. Like, no, you can't. And I was really adamant. I was just like, nah, super stubborn. And then I got woken up by my sister-in-law. She's like, Sanj, the boys have gone. And I'm just like, what do you mean? It's just like, the boys have all gone. They've gapped it. So I walk out because all the boys, so they won their finals and they're all in the lounge just, you know, doing their boy thing. And then they gapped it to the clubs. And I called Willis and I was just like, where are you? Just attacking him on my phone. And then, what happened? And then him and Fats came. And then, him and Fats came. And he was like, we just went to McDonald's. We just went for a cruise, Sanj. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so where's your McDonald's then? And I was like, we ate it. And I was like, I thought you said you went through drive-through. Like, I don't know. And then, like, his poor friend, his name's Fats, he was sitting on the couch, and I was just, like, interrogating him. And then what did you say? What did you say to me, Willis? I was in, like, snappy mode right now. I'm in snappy mode. I'm like, don't mess with me. I'm in detective mode. Don't. And then, well, what did you say to me? When I was interrogating Fats, and then he was like this, oh, so funny. Willis was like a little mouse. He was like, don't interrogate my boys like that. And I actually think I made Fats so nervous. So Fats, I'm so sorry that you had to also put up with my bad attitude, okay? I'm sorry. Thank you so much for sticking around. So that's who he's meeting up with today. Like, they're from NZ. Like, why not, man? Go and see your boys.
They're my little bros.
And I think, like, he's known them since high school as well. So I think they've seen everything. They know everything that we've been through. Very naughty, okay? You're naughty. So thank you so much, guys, for joining this vlog, or sitting down talking about our 10-year anniversary and the struggles we've been through. It's just been real talk.
Yeah. None of this was planned, eh?
None of this was planned. It was just real talk.
You just told me when I woke up.
Yeah. And so thank you so much for joining us. I hope if anyone's watching and they're like, oh my gosh, I need to be more honest, I hope you do choose to be honest with your spouse, okay? Hey, Willis.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Tell her next week.
Like, well, that's better than tell her in the next 5 years. That's what you done. See, sometimes I love throwing little jabs. I love it. Like,
I can take it.
Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do. And also, if you haven't met Willis already, this is my husband. So we will see you guys later. Bye.